Previously, we learned about the primitive variables in C++. Using these variables, we calculated areas of a triangle and a rectangle. In this video, we will ask for the length and width directly from the user to calculate the area of the rectangle. Welcome to CodeStation. We've already used the standard output stream object named cout earlier. This helped us print out text like hello world earlier. A stream object like cout can be visualized as a channel between the computer program and outside. In this example, the output, the value of n is 50, flows from the program through the cout channel to the output device, in this case a monitor. C++ also has an input stream named cin, through which data flows from an input device, for example a keyboard. Just like cout, cin object is also defined in the iostream file under the namespace std. The symbol with two greater than signs is called the extraction operator, or simply the input operator. It is used to extract input from the cin input stream, similar to how the insertion operator is used to insert output into the cout output stream. Alright, so let's use these input-output operations in our code. Open a new project called rectangle. Open the main.cpp file. In the main function, remove the cout hello world line. Now, let's declare two variables to store the height and the width of the rectangle. Notice how we declared these variables in a single line. Actually, one can legally declare multiple variables of the same type in a single line separated by commas. Of course, the semicolon operator would indicate the end of the declaration. Now, let's output a message to the user to ask for the height of the rectangle. Now, we use cin object followed by extraction operator and then the variable to store the height in. Similarly, another message for the width. Then, store the width correctly. Now, the expression to calculate the area, height times width. And finally, print out the area. That's it. We have written our interactive program. Let's run it to test it. There you go. The system will wait until we enter something for the height. Let's enter a value of 12. Then, let's enter the width of the rectangle as 3. Hey, we get the area as 36. This is correct. Let's test it one more time. This time, let's enter the height to be 5.5. See what happens? It skips asking for the width, tells us that the area is 0 and ends the program. What happened here? This is because our variables, height and width, are defined as integers. So, cin was expecting an integer for height. While entering a 5.5, the computer thinks that we entered 5 as our height variable and the decimal value of 0.5, which is rounded down to integer value of 0, as our width variable. Therefore, the area would be calculated as 0 even when we are not done inputting the second variable. To support decimal values in our inputs, we should choose variable types to be float instead. Let's test this without changing data type of the area variable. Now, we are allowed to enter a value of 5.5 as the height. Let's say that the width is 2, so the area is 11, correct? But there is still a problem. What if both the height and widths were 5.5? We would expect the area to be 5.5 times 5.5, which is 30.25. However, since the area variable is declared just as an integer, this would be rounded down to an integer value of 30. Of course, this truncation is not good. So, let's change the variable type of the area to be float as well. That way, we get the correct area of 30.25. Another option to print out the correct result is to completely avoid the variable declaration for the area and print out the multiplication operation directly. The problem with this, of course, is that you can't use this area value later on in the code. We can also use the cin object to get the user-defined value for other primitive variable types like char. Here, let's get the name of the triangle. Let's print out the name of the rectangle in the final output statement too. Oops, this says name of the triangle, not rectangle. Let's fix this. Great. We get the correct output. However, this will not allow us to put anything more than a character as the name of the rectangle. This is because the variable type of name is char. Let's change this to std string to get the ability to have more than one character as the name. To use the string type, we need to include string library in our code. Now, if we build and run, we're able to put the name of the rectangle. For the fun of it, let's call it triangle1. And then we get the expected results. It is also possible to use one cin statement to get values for multiple variables. Essentially, what we do is use extraction operator in between the variable names. Let's update the message asking the user to input these variables for clarity. The semicolon operator should be at the end of the cin statement here. Now, when we build and run, the program will expect 3 inputs. The first one a string and the following 2 float. With this, you should be able to write programs with various input-output operations. I challenge you to make the output and input operations fancier. Even for a console application, you could have flashy output with all the asterisks, brackets, etc. to decorate your outputs. Try these and let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, please subscribe to this channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.